Alright guys, right, okay, so this video has not really got a topic or a subject or any reason for it, to be honest. I've just, since last night I've had a lot of things going through my head and I just wanted to put them out there. I just wanted to basically talk to the camera, talk to you guys, get your feedback, see what you think, see if, I'm assuming I'm not going to be alone in this anyway. I think, you know, other collectors are going to be the same, so I'm really just looking to see what you think, guys, and you know, I just want to put my point of view across. And what I've been thinking about recently is this whole collecting thing. Now, I've been collecting since roughly 2003, 2004, around that time, so it's coming up on nearly 10 years now of collecting, which, quite honestly, that just seems insane. That seems such a long time. I can't believe that, and it really doesn't feel like it. But yeah, I mean, it all started out back when I got the Super Famicom. I wanted to get back into the Super Nintendo, so I bought a Super Famicom because I wanted to go Japanese and get the really cool box art and the boxes and all that. Really got into it, and then it started doing what I'm doing now, where it starts spiraling and you start going, oh, well, actually that system over there, that looks really interesting. I've never had one of those. I'd like to buy one of those and give those a try. And then you start getting sidetracked and buying this and this and this, and this is what happened for a long time. And up until 2008, this was happening quite regular, and I was buying a lot of different systems, selling them on, buying them, selling them, and making a lot of really stupid decisions. And in 2008, I decided I wasn't going to do that anymore. Unfortunately, I have done that in the last couple of years. I've still flip-flopped, and you know, like last year, I get the 3DO, the Jaguar, the Saturn. You know, all things I don't need, and I knew I didn't need them, but I still bought them. And I just don't learn, and it's frustrating me. And this is why recently I've sold quite a few systems. If you watch Mario and Sonic 1986, you'll know that I sold quite a few systems to him recently, which was fantastic because it's made him happy, and it's also helped me out because I can, you know, offload the systems that I don't need anymore, or don't want, in fact. And it's like, at the moment I'm selling my Sega Saturn on eBay. I've just listed my Sega CDX, and I know people are going to go, why the hell are you selling the CDX? And you're absolutely right. But you know what, the weird thing is, and I'm sure I'm not alone in this, I think Alex Blutonic has the same issue. I'm pretty, you know, he's spoken about this sort of thing before, but I've got this thing in my head where it's like, I look at something like the CDX. Now, I've wanted that since I started collecting nearly 10 years ago. I've just thought that system looks so cool, so different, original, fresh. And I love the idea of the CD and the cartridge all in one machine, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to buy that. I've got to get one of those one day. And for various reasons, I never got around to buying one because, you know, the box ones used to be a standard $400 price, and then the loose ones were, well, it depends on what you want to charge for, but usually $200 or less. And at the moment, they're around about $170. So, I mean, I paid nowhere near that when I got mine. I got mine from a UK seller for a great price. But as you'll know if you saw the video, I had issues with it, and you know, it has been a bit of a pain. Now, it is working, it is playing CD and cartridge games, but there are issues still with the CD drive, and you know, it probably is just a case of adjusting the laser, or maybe even just completely removing the laser and putting a brand new laser in there would fix it, I don't know. But it does read the discs, and that's the main thing. It's just a little temperamental. And the same with the cartridge slots, where you have to I don't know if it's a design fault of the actual machine now, you see. But I found if you don't push the cartridge right down, give it a good firm shove, it doesn't read the game, you get a blank screen. Now, I have cleaned the cartridge slot and I have cleaned my game cartridges, so as far as I can understand, it must maybe something to do with the design of the system, I don't know, with the CDX. But anyway, my point is that, yeah, you know, I look at these systems and I think, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it. And then when I finally get it, I'm like, oh, I got it now. And the whole build-up has gone away, and it's like, I've just got the console, and do I really want to collect for it? Not really, no I don't, because quite honestly I'd rather buy Super Nintendo games. And I just start getting really annoyed with myself to think, why did I spend that money? Why did I go and waste that money on a console that, while it's really cool and while it was something I had to fulfill because I wanted to own one and try it for myself, it really wasn't worth paying that money out. It was a total waste, and it was a stupid move, and I knew at the time I shouldn't have bought it, but I still had this thing in my head that was going, you know, you want it there, don't you, so just buy it. And I do regret it, so I'm selling that as well. I mean, I don't know if it'll sell. If it doesn't, fair enough, you know, it's no hardship, I've still got a CDX, but if it does, great, that's fine. But yeah, I don't know, I'm just kind of frustrated, as I am. Luckily at this point now, I've had all the systems I've wanted to own since I started collecting. the majority of the systems that are like mainstream systems that people would want to buy. You know, I've never been into like Atari and, you know, ColecoVision, all the old, really early stuff. I've always been like 8-bit and upwards really. So, you know, I've had an NES. I'm just trying to think about an NES, a Super Nintendo, I've had a Mega Drive or Genesis, I've had a Sega CD, I've had a Sega CDX, Mega 500, Mega 1200. I've had Neo Geo CD, Neo Geo CD-Z. I've had a Neo Geo AES. I've had the Sega Saturn, both Japanese and English. The original Xbox, I mean, I've had a few of them English ones. I've had an American one. I've had numerous Xbox 360s. You know, I've had probably about 3 or 4, maybe 5 PlayStation 3s over the years. I don't know. You know, I'm just so indecisive. I mean, I've got tons of PlayStation ones. At the moment, I've got 10 PlayStation ones, just because they were dirt cheap to pick up, and why not? But yeah, I mean, you know, the only thing I've not really bought is a Master System, and I was thinking about it recently actually. I did speak to Ninja Bear Hog about it, and then I just realised that no, Pete, don't, because you have no interest in the Master System. It's just that I'm getting caught up in the hype. I'm watching Stuart play these amazing games and do these really cool Master System quests, and it's making me want to buy a Master System when really I don't need one, I don't want one, and I have no interest in the system. Yet for some reason I watch these videos and it's like, oh man, I've really got to get one of them and try that. You know, I want to play Rocky again, or I want to try Shinobi because it's the best version, and you know, or it's got the great version of Operation Wolf that I want to try. And it's just ridiculous. You know, I mean, other systems, I've had N64, American, I've had Japanese, I've had English, I've had the Atari Jaguar, a couple of those. I had a Jaguar CD system back in the day. You know, I've pretty much tried, I had a 3DO obviously. I've tried all the systems that I want to try, so I am kind of at the point where it doesn't matter now. I'm not really bothered about systems. If anything I want to buy is a Super Famicom again, but that's in the future because I just can't justify it at the moment. And there's no rush because I can play Japanese games on the American system. So until I can afford a boxed, really mint condition Super Famicom, I'll just play them on the Yankee system. So sorry, I just do apologise that I just said that, the American system. I can't believe I just said that. Sorry to any of my American friends that was really out of order. But yeah, I'm just going to leave this unedited because I just want to put my points of view out there, just my thoughts and just in general things that are going on in my head. And it's like, you know, when I look at it, I just think that realistically there are only 3 systems that really define me as a gamer. You could say 4 if you class the Amiga, but you know, if we don't class computers and we're just talking about console systems, then it's without doubt the Super Nintendo, the PlayStation 1 and the original Xbox. They're the only ones that really matter to me. And you know, as you can see, I mean, that is my Xbox collection now. I've now just gone over 200 games. I've never wavered from that. I've never got bored of the system. I've never wanted to sell it. I absolutely love the system. It's great. The Super Nintendo, I've got 75 box games now, and I love every single one. I've got 2 Super Famicom games as well, and I absolutely love the system, and I never get bored with the Super Nintendo. I can honestly say that I really enjoyed collecting for that system and buying the games and playing the games, and most importantly playing the games. But I've never got to the point where I'm just fed up and I think, oh, I'm going to sell it on there, because I just love it too, which is a great system. The PS1, you know, while there's no point selling them because you can't really get much money for them anyway, I really enjoy the system, and I might not play it as much as I did when it was a current gen system, but I love to have it there to play when I'm in the mood. And you know, I've got 10 of the bloody things for Christ's sake. It's ridiculous, and I've got a decent stack of games over there on the shelf. So yeah, I'm quite happy with those 3 systems. Other than those 3 systems, the Amiga, I love the Amiga, and I'm not going to sell my Amiga 500. I'm keeping that for definite. But it's not something I'll collect for. It's more of a system that I absolutely love from my childhood. It means a hell of a lot to me growing up as a kid, and it's a massive part of my gaming history. There's no doubt about that. But it's not a system I want to collect for. It's a system I just want to go, I really like that game as a kid. I'm going to go and pick it up, and I ain't bothered about condition. I don't want it completely battered, obviously, but I don't need to be like minty mint, you know, absolutely immaculate and perfect condition. Just as long as it loads and can play it, that's all that matters. You know, games like Barbarian, Arcade Warriors, Turrican, you know, all the essential stuff really, but I'll just pick them up when I can. So I really, you know, I just want to focus on Super Nintendo. I just want to, you know, keep going, buying Super Nintendo games, Super Famicom games, and just build a really nice collection. It's like, the thing that did it for me was the other week, when I saw Stuart, Ninja Bear Hug. He was sitting in his game room, and at the back of him he had a massive shelf flanking him. I've got his Master System collection, which is absolutely huge. In fact, I think he's finished the Master System collection now, so he's got the whole set. So it's a lot of games. And I looked at that, and I look at Marcus X-Force-2708 with his Mega Drive collection, you know, and he's coming to the end of that, same as Stewie's as well. And you know, I look at it and I think, God, not that I want to go for a full set because I wouldn't. It's just not possible really, but financially and just finding the games. But to have a massive Super Nintendo collection would be absolutely brilliant. Even if it's only like 200 or 300 games, and you know that is a lot of games. Don't get me wrong, but you know, in the context of how many games were released on the system, 200 or 300, it's just a very small part of the collection. But it'd just be really cool to have all those, not just for display purposes, but to play and to have that library of games to go, you know what, I'm in the mood for a bit of Castlevania. I'm going to play some Castlevania 4 or play some Dracula X, or I really fancy getting Mario Kart, or I'm in the mood for Street Fighter today, or you know what, I'm going to go and play through the whole of Mario World, and I can because I've got them there and then. And that's the best thing about collecting that I love, is having that library of games. And yeah, I just don't know, I'm just getting frustrated. It's like, the other thing is modern gaming as well. Since I've been on YouTube and I've been doing all this retro thing, and really, you know, retro is a massive part of my life. There's no doubt about that, like everybody who collects on here. At the end of the day, God, I can't believe I just used that one. But yeah, at the end of the day, modern gaming has sort of taken a back seat for me. I absolutely love current gen gaming. You know, I know there are some people, like my friend Alex Blutonic, who have got to the point in their life where they're getting older and they're starting to feel as though they're not so connected with current gen. And they feel like maybe it's time to, like, that's it, this is going to be the last system, the 360 or the PS3. I've never felt like that. I love gaming. I just love gaming in general, no matter what the system is. And you know, new consoles coming out get me excited. I mean, I'm so excited about the Wii U. I cannot wait until E3 to find out the details, to find out, you know, what the final design looks like. Has it changed? Is it the same? What they're going to do with the controller? What are the launch games? What's the price? You know, the release date? I just can't wait. I'm excited. You know, little things I'm excited about, such as like the game media. They're bringing out their own media. They're not using Blu-ray. So are we going to be talking GameCube small discs? Are we talking proper DVD Blu-ray size big discs? You know, what's the boxes going to look like? Are they going to be hard plastic? Are they going to be Blu-ray shape size, DVD size? Are they going to be DS size? Or you know, I would absolutely love, are they going to bring back cardboard boxes? And I know I'm in the minority there, because I'm sure most people don't want that. But I would love to see the resurgence of Nintendo cardboard boxes. That would be sweet. It'd mean buying a lot of game protectors again, but it'd be cool. But yeah, I get really excited about new games, new technology. I think the biggest thing is that I'm not an online gamer. I don't care about online gaming or DLC or any of the other digital bullshit that EA, Activision and all of the other publishers try and shove down our throats and try and control everybody's gaming experience with. I don't care about any of that. To me, it's just a case of, I still to this day, from when I was a kid to now, I'm now 34 years old, and I still buy a game, put it in the machine, play it from beginning to end, and make a decision if I enjoyed it or not, and you know, and that's it. And then I might go back and play through it again and again, or might pick and choose levels like I do Uncharted. You know, it all depends really. But yeah, I'm not bothered about online. I really don't care. It makes no difference to me. I've no interest in it, and I couldn't care less about it, quite honestly. And that's brutal honesty. I really don't give a shit about online gaming. You know, with mates it can be really fun, but it's a very, very occasional thing. I would never go out of my way to make an effort to pay all that money for Xbox Live just to go online and play with my friends, because as cool as that is, I prefer the story mode. You know, I enjoy a really good story with great characters, and I like to get lost in the world and just enjoy the gaming experience like it's supposed to be. There's a lot of crap that goes on in the current industry. You know, the way they control things with digital content, and you know, not allowing to do this and not allowing to do that, and just constantly trying to control every little part of the game, and that really frustrates me and I hate it. But you know, as a single player gamer, it don't matter. If they want to change endings, they want to bring out DLC down, I don't give a shit. I'm not bothered. Whatever's on that disc is what I play, and that's it, and I'm happy to do that, and that's just the way I am as a gamer. And so I can't wait for the Wii U. I'm absolutely mega excited. Can't wait to see how it turns out. Can't wait to see E3. You know, I mean, I check every day for updates to see if there's any new news, and there's shitloads of speculation and people slagging off the system and slagging off Nintendo, and just doing it to get views really on their websites and their videos because they've got nothing better to do. And you know, fair dues, you know, I mean, power to them if that's what they want to do, and if people want to go to their videos and websites because they're being controversial, that's fine, you know, whatever. But me personally, I don't care. I'm more interested in waiting till E3, seeing what Reggie says, getting the facts. I don't give a toss about horsepower and the specs of the system because it don't really matter. What's important is, are the games good? Do they look nice? Are they fun to play? Is the gameplay solid? Have they got some really good exclusives? You know, are they using that controller constructively and not just tacking it on? They probably will, but hopefully they won't. You know, have they done it all right basically? Have they got some fantastic third-party developers on board to bring out some amazing exclusives? And also, will third-party games that are transferred from Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 and ported to the Wii U, will they make an effort to use that controller to its full functionality, or will they just be lazy and port them over? I fear the majority will just be lazy and port them over, but you may get the odd person like Peter Molyneux or somebody else, probably not Molyneux, but then he has moved, so you never know, he's not working for Microsoft now, so he made a, you know, I can see someone being, with his creative mind, taking that Wii U tablet and just, sorry, it's not a tablet, controller, I hate calling it a tablet, but taking that Wii U controller and really taking a game that's on the 360 and PS3 and making it something extremely special on the Wii U and making it the version to buy. But you know, I have a lot of high hopes that don't always come to fruition, but you got to try. But yeah, these are just things I want to put out there, just thoughts, things that are going on in my head, and I'm just getting a little stressed with everything, and I just want to carry on buying Super Nintendo and not really give a shit about anything else. I mean, of course, Xbox, always going to buy them, they're so cheap. I mean, Christ, that's entertainment. $1.99, $2.99 for 20 quid you can get like 10 games. I mean, you really cannot say no to that. So yeah, I'll always be buying Xbox games now and again when I need to. I've still got a stack on playing, so once I've got through them, then I'll crack on and play some others and just see where I'll go from there. But yeah, I mean, other than that, truly collecting, it's got to be the Super Nintendo. I mean, my name says it all. If I don't start living up to my YouTube name, what's the point really? So that's what I'm thinking anyway, guys. Just let me know what you think, and let me know, it'd be cool to see what systems define you as a gamer when you really truly think about it deep down. If you know, if you could only have 3 systems and there was nothing else, you had to get rid of the rest of your collection because your wife, your girlfriend, your family, whatever said like you've got to sort your life out. Yeah, which ones would you have? I mean, as I say, for me it's PlayStation 1, SNES, Xbox. If I had them 3 and nothing else, I could live with that quite happily, thank you. And of course the current gen systems as well, but I mean, you know, I'm talking like, I'm going to say retro, but the Xbox isn't retro, but you know what I mean, previous generations. And that was it really, that's all I want to say. So yeah, it probably made, you know, probably took a lot of your time up that you've probably sat there and thought, well, I'm looking at the clock, nearly 20 minutes now, you've sat there for nearly 20 minutes and gone, what was the point of this video? But I just wanted to just, I'm not bent, just put my words out there, just, I don't know. Sometimes you just need to turn the camera on and talk and get it out, because otherwise it's up here and it drives you mental. So you need to just talk and tell people what you're thinking, and you know, it needs to be said, so there you go. And one last thing, for all the people that have said to me I need to put protectors on my Super Nintendo boxes, I finally have. I managed to get some recently from a fellow YouTube guy called Retrogamefreak, who I've mentioned before. Has a website, he's based in the Netherlands, and his website is called retrogamefreak.com. I'll whack a link down the bottom to his YouTube channel and his website, because he's a really good bloke. I've done it before, but I'll do it again. And the protectors are fantastic. They're not cheap, don't get me wrong, but they're worth every penny because they really do look great, and they make the collection look a lot more professional, and as well as keeping them clean and protected, because these cardboard boxes, you know, they can wear quite easily. So I'll just show you what they look like, and there you go. Major glare off the sun, but hopefully that's going to show the plastic. Yeah, they do a fantastic job. They're called snug fit as well, so they, as the name suggests, they are snug. They're really tight around the box with a slight gap, so the game isn't rattling around inside. It's lovely and protected, and it just looks great. That glare is murder. But yeah, really happy. So that's it really, guys. So all I'm going to do now, I think, why not, what the hell, I'm going to do an update of my Super Nintendo collection once I hit 100 games. So I've got 25 games to get over the next, what we're in now, March. Yeah, so the next 9 months. No, I don't even know, I'm losing track now, hang on. Yeah, that's right, 9 months. Yeah, of course it is, 9 months, there's 12 in it there. Jesus Christ, I hate it when your brain goes like that. He goes, no. But yeah, over the next 9 months, I'll get 25 games. Should be a piece of piss, I think, to be honest, just pace myself. So I'm going to tack on the end of this video, I'm just going to do a quick scan, and show you the 75 games that I've got so far. So thank you for watching, guys, and check out this. Okay guys, well here we go, so what I've got so far. So I'll just pan across and show you what I've got. So they're all in protectors as well, so all nice and clean and tidy. That's the first shelf. Well, bookcase. And I'll just move around and we can see the second one. Just pull back out a minute. There you go. If you can hear that music, it's like Super Nintendo porn with jazz music in the background. There you go, the final 3 down there. And then of course my Super Famicom games over there, which is 2 of them. They haven't got protectors at the moment because they haven't arrived. I've ordered them from America because it's the only place I can get them from at the moment. As soon as they arrive, I'll be boxing those 2 up and unprotecting them. There you go guys, that's my Super Nintendo collection at the moment. And all 75 games. I'll just do a big shot actually, I'll just pan back and you can have a look. There you go. So yeah, now you can see why I love my Super Nintendo and I want to keep going because it's just brilliant. Thanks for watching guys, see you all again soon.